What is up, everybody? Clint Esposito here with the Clint Esposito Show. I don't know what number it is because I did not research before we started this. I'm here with my friend Vic Cedeno. You're allowed to speak.
Hi.
Say hi to the people there.
Hi. I'm like stuck. I'm like, hi.
I'm like in this chair. I'm already shorter than you, and now I'm in this chair.
I did that.
Which is lower, so I really look shorter than you.
I set you up to look brolic.
I look like a hobbit.
Like overwhelming stature. Plus, I still can't see because I stare directly into the light, and now I just have that pattern. The light pattern is just blocking everything.
Well, now I did too because I just looked at it. Don't look directly into the light, people.
The blind podcast.
So how is the VCast?
The VCast is doing great.
Good.
I did my Spotify Wrapped on it.
What does that mean? You
It's
rap?
like,
you wrote a rap?
No, absolutely not. Spotify Wrapped is what they give you at the end of the year. And they show you like all your statistics and everything. Mm-hmm. And all my numbers from last year were up like 20-something hundred %. All my like amount of engagement, amount of people listening. I'm listening to it in 4 different countries, which I thought was wild. I'm like, wait, what?
Awesome.
What countries? It doesn't tell me what countries though.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you host on?
I host on my website, Squarespace.
So I host my podcasts on Captivate, and they have a pretty good analytics as far as what countries and stuff.
Oh, I didn't look into the analytics from the website. I got to try that.
Yeah, look into that
and see where that's going.
Because I do mostly more YouTubes than I do the audio, but it's kind of like I don't focus on the audio really. I'm focusing on video on YouTube and Rumble and stuff like that.
Yeah, my video takes, because I do my sound separate from my video, so I have to compile everything.
Yeah, and
then the YouTube videos always are like a week behind.
See, I'm the opposite because then I gotta. Well, now I'm streaming live originally to Rumble, then I'm gonna put it on to other things.
I'll put it on pure hate speech on Rumble.
So it's pure hate speech, and then when I put it on to the other platforms, they're mad about it as well. No, yeah. So I've just been doing that and trying to build up the YouTube and whatever. But I guess I'm thinking about Facebook. You got to build up too because you can make money on there as well.
People still are on Facebook. A lot of people are still on Facebook. We get
older people are on Facebook.
Yep, and people that spend money do it on Facebook.
Yeah,
it's our marketplace.
Yeah,
a lot of real estate agents are on there selling lives.
I always go back and forth with whether I should live stream on there or not, but. Also, though, when you live stream to multiple places, it's hard to engage with everybody. Because exactly, you're trying to like check 3 comment lists if people are actually watching.
You become a stream slut, or you get depressed that you're on 3 streams and nobody's watching either.
Yeah. I have more streams going than people watching.
Yeah, nobody likes me on any platform. That's why I got off TikTok. TikTok was really depressing for me because I put up stuff and I keep seeing everybody else put stuff up and like the stupidest things are going viral and I'm here pouring my heart out. Not really pouring. I don't think I really gave TikTok a chance. They told me that the Chinese ran and they were stealing information, and I was like, that's it. Only Americans steal my information.
That's right. Exactly. It's
no
listen,
foreigners take my stuff.
That's right. It's like I can talk shit about my family, but you can't talk shit about my family. Hey everybody, I'm interrupting this podcast to tell you something very important. April 19th and 20th, 2 Wheels to Freedom Fest is going to be at Cedar Grove MX Park in Winsboro, South Carolina. We're going to have dirt drags for the Harleys and the dirt bikes. We're going to have pit bike races. We're going to have camping with a 21 and up area. We're going to have a bar. We're going to have amateur freestyle motocross contest. I'm going to jump the Harley. That's April 19th and 20th, Winsboro, South Carolina. Go to twowheelstofreedom.com for the link to tickets. Hope to see you there.
Over here with your fucking algorithms trying to make everybody in America Chinese.
Yeah, with your weird symbol algorithms.
Yeah, but their algorithm in China is different than in the U.S. Like they get shown all like science and math videos. Meanwhile, we got fucking idiots dancing in the highway.
People beating each other up at
doing pranks in the
Popeyes.
Doing pranks in the supermarket. Did you see? There's one guy that does pranks where he goes to like Walmart or something, and you're shopping or something, and then he stands behind you and he'll throw like a pillow or something over his head and then keep shopping, and the pillow lands on the dude, and the dude looks around and he looks at the guy, and the guy's just standing there acting like he's shopping, and he's like, what? And the guy gets all mad. He's like, could you just hit me with a pillow? He's like, no, man, I'm just shopping. And then he starts looking around. He goes, I got hit with a pillow too. And
he needs to take 2 pillows to have one on the floor
next to him. Yeah, that's sometimes they do that. He'll hit him one, and then he throws one, and then they both look at each other like, what was that? It's the stupidest thing.
Dude, I see stuff all the time online that's people have like 1 million followers, and I'm like, what in the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. What are you bringing to this world?
But the fact is, what are those people that watch that? Like, what's their deal?
Those are the same people that watch
Fatfluencers.
Fatfluencers. The same people that watch My 600 Life. Same people that watch Housewives of Utah.
Because they're like, at least I'm not that.
Yeah. That's what I think people do. I think people watch those shows so that they can say, at least I'm not that. Meanwhile, you're not any better.
Yeah, you're not exactly
you're not exactly on top of your
track star here, But that's the thing. It's like, so my old business partner, every time we'd show up a place, he'd go, we've done worse. And I'm like, yeah, but we've done better. Why don't we compare? Can we compare to our best day? Yeah. Why are we, like, at least it's not the worst day we've ever had. Like,
for sure.
That doesn't make, I'm like,
we've done better.
Yeah, let's go off of the best one.
We've done worse. Yeah, that's a bad philosophy.
Yeah.
We've done worse.
Yeah. Well, maybe we shouldn't have done that one either.
Did we mean to do worse?
Dude, he was like, if he was there, I knew we were riding even if there was a tornado. And it was like, just, you were going to ride.
Yeah. He's one of those guys?
Yeah, because we had a conversation. I'm like, dude, I don't want to, everybody's like, we don't want to jump this. It's windy, it's wet, it just stopped raining or whatever. Oh, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
He's all fucking, next thing you know, he's all suited up, going, brr, in like some basketball shorts.
Yeah.
Fucking blast the thing. And I'm like,
where's he from? Louisiana?
Texas. But now I'm like, now I have to jump it because you just did it without knee pads, in shorts, and I have to do it or I look like a pussy.
Yeah. Louisiana is just Texas with fucking mud.
Yeah, with mud bugs.
Yeah, mud bugs and puddles and swamps and shit.
Dude.
I've never been to Louisiana.
No, it's fun.
It's the boot. That's the boot on the map. You ever see the map?
Yeah, Mr. Mimel.
The boot. The
boot. What is it like?
The pants, the belly.
Yeah, but Mimel. That's is the first initial of all the states.
Oh, Mimel.
It's like Minnesota, Illinois, Missouri.
Yep.
I have no idea. I'm guessing what would be in that strip. Something Alabama.
Else has to be in there. Alabama? No, I think
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
No, Alabama might go. Look at it. Look it up.
Damn.
Look the map up.
Look the map. There's also, I just know somebody.
Mr. Mimel.
Somebody just pointed to someone just brought to my attention that Mr. Mimel's holding a fucking tray of food.
That's what Tennessee.
It is.
You're
right. It is
flat
Alabama.
and long. Come on, I know the country geography good just because I've driven it all.
Tennessee, and then look at the food. It's Kentucky.
You know what that is? That's a Kentucky Fried Chicken, motherfucker.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Show it to the thing.
Circle. Look at that. Can you see that?
Put it in there, yeah.
Oh yes, you can. Look at that. Mr. Mimel holding a plate of chicken, or he's got his dick on a plate. One of the two.
The end got smashed because it's way too large for his shaft.
It's just pure head. He's got no shaft. He's just got one big bubble head. Maybe it's infected.
It looks like it's infected.
He's got to put some cream.
He's got elephant dick.
Dude, you ever look up those pictures? And you ever look up those pictures back in the day?
Have you been seeing that girl pop up on your feed with the one arm? that's elephant. She's dancing or whatever.
Oh, no.
She's pretty attractive.
600 million followers.
And then her... I haven't looked at... I know that it's popped up several times from random accounts, so I'm sure.
Yeah. They got that girl, too, with Tourette's. See that girl?
Dude, she's too much. Somebody was like, "Oh, you were like, this is gonna be the co-host of my podcast." I was like, "Bro, too much, too much. I couldn't do it." It was. She's has intense Tourette's.
It's a lot. Wind it up. Wind it up. Wind it up.
No, this guy's got Tourette's.
Little baby Weena. It comes out with this British accent. She says the wildest shit. The wildest one was when she's made a video with her and her boyfriend, with her and her brother, and they were making sandwiches. It's like making sandwiches with my brother, and she's got a freaking butter knife in her hand, and every time she gets like a nick, she just goes like this to her brother. And she's like, "Fuck your mother, fuck your father." It's like you have the same mother, have the same father. She's like, "Fuck your mother, fuck your father."
Dude, what was the other one I saw that was good?
And she's also hot.
It's not along the lines of that, but there was one. There's like, guess which one of us is an athlete, and it shows this hot chick doing like cheerleading, like flying around or whatever, and then they show the brother's in a wheelchair. He's got like cerebral palsy or something. It just flashes him at the end. I laughed way too long at that.
Oh my god! Well, handicapped people are so fun to make fun of.
Handicapable.
Handicapable now? That's not handicap? No cap?
That was a long time ago. No cap. Handicapable. That's a good joke.
No cap now.
You can't call them handicapped. There's no cap. They're handicapable.
Yeah, they're handicapable. That's so disturbing to me. How they changed these names.
That was a long time ago. I heard that. I'm probably 10 fucking. See, because I am a disabled kid, so that's why I heard it.
It's also because you're inclusive.
They told us that was the new.
You're an inclusive person. You don't mind,
so?
Yeah. I think if somebody asked you to like say their pronouns, you'd be like,
no. I don't. If there was like zing or zam or whatever
the
fuck it is. What is?
There was a video I just watched of one of those fucking Zimzers, and she was just rattling off.
That's what it is, Zimzer.
She was like...
What is a Zimzer?
She doesn't even know. Or there. I don't know what the fuck she was, but she's rattling off all these things that she is. Non-binary, asexual, whatever. Just all these things, trauma-ridden, like all... the stupidest labels, like she just, at least a good 15, 20 seconds of rattling labels off. And then the video cuts and somebody does like a stitch to it, and it's this gay guy with long nails. And he's like, "No, bitch." I was like, the fucking gays are getting mad at you now. It's over, bro.
So gay dudes, at least. Women are different. Somehow they got co-opted into this thing. Mm-hmm. Like, they're like, they don't get that feminism is not supporting men in women's fucking sports somehow. They got sucked into that. But most gay dudes I know are like on the conservative side. Yeah. And like, this shit is stupid. Yeah. What are they talking about?
Well, you know what it is women are easily manipulated. So,
they get them all emotional about these fucking Zimzers.
And they're like, we must support them. We have to be on their side. We're allies.
We're so feminist that we're cool with even people pretending to be women.
Yeah, that shit is wild to me. But then, like, you don't know what people post these videos. There was a video that they were showing about a woman trying to stop a guy from going in the bathroom because her daughter was in the bathroom, and somebody is like it was like at a park, and they're recording. And it's just this big fucking black dude in a dress and hair. And he's like, "What do you mean I can't go in the bathroom? I need to pee." And she's like, "My daughter's in there, you freak." Like, she's just telling them, and then people are in the comments like, "This is a skit." And I'm like, if you're going to make skits, you better make them shits known to be a skit. Yeah.
You'd be surprised, though. I did that Redneck Carney Road Rage or whatever with Zoltan, where he's like, he hits the car with an axe, the
Yes.
windshield, and I kick the window out, and people are like, "Good job, Mr. Fake'em," and somebody's like, "Fake," and I'm like, "You think?" Like the fact that you felt compelled, you felt compelled to fucking make sure nobody else. I should.
You gotta argue. Oh man, this is real.
No way, it was scary. It was terrifying.
Pin it and then argue. This is real, and then watch just people start arguing.
I wonder. It's old. I wonder if I can go in and amp them up.
Repost it.
No, I'll just antagonize the people that commented on it 6 months ago.
It's all in what you gotta put, like what is that called? Like some title, like on front, and say
abuse.
Yeah.
Me too.
Man abused by MAGA supporter. Like
you know what I was thinking?
It'll immediately start the worst argument, dude. Man harassed by MAGA supporter. And then watch people argue in the comments. What does this have to do with MAGA?
Bro, I did a video, where Trump goes, "That is a stupid question. That is," but I've watched you say a lot of stupid questions. So I use that clip with, I cut it to where when they walk up, they go, "Did you hear whoever died? Is it Pelosi? Or she's still alive? Who was the other one?
Cities are still beating.
Dianne Feinstein?
Yes.
She died, and he's like, "Oh, no, I'm just hearing that for the first time." So, and then he's like, was it that? Whatever, the one where...
Oh, no, that was a Supreme Court justice. You're talking about...
No, I used that one too, but that's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the other one where he was like, "You say a lot of stupid things." And I was like, "Are you upset that Supercross is canceled this weekend because it rained so much they canceled Supercross?" And he was like, "That is a stupid question." I posted that up. And all these people are like posting, "Oh, why would you listen to everything they say, Donnie, if you don't like them?" And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's the AI
bots. This has nothing to do
with the AI bots.
Bro, how about you're on Threads?
Yeah.
Anyway, I was going to say, Threads is fucking, you don't even need to follow anybody. They will just pollute your timeline with all these people. I'm like, who the fuck are these people?
There's so much ass on my Threads.
You and me both.
It is out of control. I'm like, yo, I don't follow you. Why are you naked in my stream?
Yeah. And I got some people just automatically populated into my thing, and I'm like, why does the same person keep coming up? I do not follow them. I don't agree with what they're saying. Well, how come I am subjected to this?
You gotta like click on it and put "show me less."
Yeah.
And then all they do is take her underwear off.
Yeah. They're like, whoever clicks "show me less," I'll send nudies to.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the Me Too movement today.
Mm-hmm.
Think about just the moniker for it, right? It's like literally just like, yeah, what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's like,
just believe her.
Yeah, no, it's just like, yeah, I agree.
Me too. Oh, you got raped? Me too.
Me too. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, me too.
I concur. There's so many other things they could have said. Like, it's such an unmeaningful movement. The Me Too movement. The yes, I second that movement.
Yeah, me too. Oh, you got fucking molested? Me too.
Me too.
Yeah.
Join the fucking club.
When you said moniker, the thing I pictured in my head immediately was the Monopoly Man. Like the fucking little thing that he has.
Monocle.
Monocle. That's what that is. Moniker. Moniker Lewinsky.
Monocle Lewinsky. She was in there looking at his cigar. All right, let me check that out.
Enjoy it.
So you've been doing a bunch of comedy.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes. Very busy.
How's it going?
Very busy. It's going great. I was
nominated for an award.
I was nominated for an award. No, I was downstairs. I walked in downstairs and I looked at the wall and I was like, damn, I'm on 3 out of the 4 flyers that are on the wall.
Nice.
I was like, awesome. I'm fucking getting booked a lot more. I got my own show coming February 9th. My first produced show here.
So is it, the tickets are at TiffsComedy.com?
TiffsComedy.com. Yep. All the shows are on there. You'll see my big face. I had my poster done by AI.
Yeah.
Which Bobby Kelly came, when he came through here, some fan made an AI photo of him and a gi.
Yeah.
Right, and it just looked so fucking cool, and I was like, I gotta recreate that somehow. And I tried using AI myself. We talked about this before, and I'm horrible at the prompts. So I just went on Fiverr.
Yeah.
And was looking AI art, and then I was looking at people's samples and their prices and stuff, and I hooked up with this dude from Greece. Pause. I hooked up with this dude from Greece, and he made it in like one day.
But it's just talking online because he's never going to visit here, so it's When are they going to do like where you're like, I need an AI flyer made, and they're like, all right, one masturbation video.
Oh, like you talking about barter?
Yeah.
You talking about a barter system?
They're like, this will cost you.
I don't have any money, but
are you into
my upload speed's pretty quick?
Butthole play?
Yeah.
I'll play with my own butthole.
One picture.
Website.
One picture of the fucking cake squirter.
No, that's just for like a flyer, but for a website, you're gonna have to penetrate.
Oh shit! For a website, fuck that. I got Squarespace. I did it myself. Yeah, that's fucking wild. A barter system. That's what it's all gonna boil down to when the world ends and all the currency's over.
Yeah,
we will be at a barter system.
Yeah.
Then buttholes will get a lot valuable.
They're already pretty valuable.
Yeah, that's true. Well, there's like different swings in the marketplace, because there's when buttholes become scarce, right? Then
supply and demand.
Supply and demand, but then buttholes become very abundant.
Yeah,
and people start taking the butt.
There's abundant. There's abundant buttholes on OnlyFans.
Oh my god, I have an OnlyFans hack that I do. So every time people say, like, I get so many, I don't know about you, but I get so many fucking
random inboxes.
No, just a lot of my friends. I'm just constantly getting bombarded by reels. Right? And then
I thought you meant on OnlyFans.
No. I'm getting bombarded by reels on Instagram by my friends. Sometimes I open my friends' messages, it just says +4.
Yeah.
I open it and I just see a whole bunch of reels, so I just scroll through it just to unlock to make them
get rid of it,
because I have OCD and I don't like unread messages. So I just do that. But then sometimes I catch them and they'll send me like a picture of some hot influencer posted, and I click. This is the fucking process. They send me the picture. I'm like, ooh, I open it. Oh, she's hot. I click on her profile. I check to see how many followers that she has, to see if the hot to follower ratio matches. Because if you're super hot and you only have 1,200 followers, you're a bot. You're a bot, or you're selling fucking crypto and Forex.
No way, man. You
got tea.
It's just like getting into a band before they were famous.
If
you get on some hot influencer's page under 10,000,
listen.
You just found out about Good Charlotte before anybody else.
If you're hot and you sign up for Instagram and the first picture you post is hot, they give you 160,000 followers.
That's probably true, because I have seen hot chicks with like 9 photos.
Yeah,
and they're like 600,000 followers, and I'm like, what?
And then you can see who buys likes, because if you look at their likes and they got like 600 likes on their page, but they have 700,000 followers, like, all right, your ratio is a little disproportionate, and you can tell by the engagement. But what I do is I look at the profile, check the numbers, and then I check the link that they always have in their profile, link to bio.
If it's porn.
And then if I see that OF, I click the OF, I get their OnlyFans name, and then I'm off to Reddit. I'm off to Reddit, because Reddit, the boys on Reddit hook you up. They like to leak stuff, and then you hope, see if there's a good number. So if you're in the 10 to, let's say, 150,000 follower range, and you have an OnlyFans page, chances are you aren't taking content down off of Reddit. Because a lot of the OnlyFans, like the bigger OnlyFans people, if you try to post their stuff on Reddit, they'll come and get it, take it down. But if you're not a very popular person, then your butthole's on Reddit. And everybody's looking at it. Or people are posting like a screenshot of it. They're like, who's this? And people in the comments, I always look at that. That's one of my favorites because people have, like, they find this girl so hot that they're going to stop what they're doing, take a screenshot, going to head over to Reddit, post it on Reddit and be like, hey, who's this? And then it'll be like the help me fam is one of the subreddits, help me fam, where people post pictures of girls. They're either influencers or girls on the street. Help me find her. Ran into this girl. Help me find her. So you're like creating a fucking group of stalkers.
Yeah,
that exactly. Are just, you have a team of stalkers and elite predators.
It's like Something About Mary, right? Because you turn all these other fucking creeps that are better at stalking than you onto her. And it's internet.
And Brett Favre shows up.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Next thing you know, you got jizz in your hair.
That dude from oh my god, I forgot the name of that show, but the guy that has all this shit on his face and he's like really disgusting. From Something About Mary, like every scene he's in, he's got something more disgusting going on. He's got like the herpes on his lip, his fucking skin's peeling.
I vaguely remember
that guy, that character. He had a TV show. He was like I'm pretty sure he was a stand-up comic, but he got a TV show in the 90s, and he lived with his parents in the show. And it was just so funny. And there was one scene where like he built a bathtub in the basement, like some crazy tub, and then he just ended up being in there. Like he got stuck in it. He couldn't open the door, so he's like going around. The door has like a porthole on it. And he's just looking at the porthole. He's just in this basement trying to fucking get somebody's attention to open it up because he's like drowning in it. Story because you brought up Something About Mary and that guy. I used to think that was so funny as a kid. I laughed so hard.
Something About Mary or that?
No, that guy
almost dying in the water. Yeah. You thought that was so funny.
I thought it was hilarious. Because he put himself in there. He used to just put himself in the most bonehead things. God, I remember that. I wish I remember that guy's name. But I was a little kid thinking the oddest shows were funny. Like I used to like the Gary Shandling show.
He had like Gary Shandling.
He had like a show on HBO or something, and he was just like a pervert. But he was like funny about it.
I don't remember. I do remember watching it, and I do remember it being funny, but I don't remember. We've talked about this. I have a terrible memory. I don't remember a lot of shit. Yeah. So I would really have to rewatch.
Yeah, I remember some shit vividly. I remember I remember stuff when I'm like I was a kid and stuff.
I mean, I still remember some things vividly as well.
Is it short-term memory that's worse than long-term memory? He doesn't remember.
I don't know, because I'm pretty bad long-term. Like, people have told me, do you remember fucking being such and such a place? And then you this and that, and I'm like, no. And they're like, you don't remember that? And I'm like, no, dude. Yeah, sounds awesome.
Sounds great. I was there for
real. Yeah, you did it. And I'm like, wow, that sounds sick. I don't remember any of that, which is troublesome.
Yeah, you don't want to fucking black out. You don't want to. I don't think I've ever blacked out. I think the only times I've ever blacked out was when I passed out and hit my head. No, even when I drank too much. I don't think I've ever drank so much where I didn't remember what happened the day before.
You brown out?
No. I've, the two times I don't remember things was, the one time I got, damn, no, I don't even remember that fucking time. Well, the other time was when I did mushrooms and acid at the same time. And I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time.
You went to another dimension.
Bro, we got sugar cubes. When they pour the dropper, so when they go to buy it, they're like, how many do you want? I was like 2. So he took out 2 sugar cubes and fucking drop in each in. Here you go. Thanks. So we took him, went back home, and we were fine. We were tripping, smoking weed, and then my friend showed up with mushrooms, unplanned. And he's like, I got these mushrooms. I was like, all right. So we fucking ate them. I fucking lost my mind. I remember going out. I lived with my mom at the time. And I remember going out into the living room, and I had a pit bull, and the pit bull's face looked like the dog in the mask. When the dog in the mask put the mask on, and he had that fucking wild face. So she had that face and looking at me, and I was like, oh shit, all of her hair, you know, pit bulls have short hairs.
Yeah.
All of the hairs were standing up. So she was like fully spiked up, and she's looking at me like that. I'm like, what the fuck is up with this dog? So I went to the bathroom, and I'm thinking in the bathroom, all right, the dog's fucking gone. Right, my mom's not here.
You couldn't rationalize and be like, I'm just fucked up.
No, I was like, the dog. I'm thinking the dog. So I'm thinking something's wrong with the dog. I'm like, all right, the dog's a mutant now. I gotta stay away from that dog. My mom isn't here. Meanwhile, she was in her room. I'm like, my mom isn't here, but she was gonna be here soon, so we gotta go. I was like, we can't stay here anymore. The dog's gone. My mom's fucking not here. I was like, I have to evacuate. So I told everybody we have to leave. So we're like, all right. So we left, we went outside, and when we go outside, I look up, the fucking sky is purple. Like this purple. It's just bright purple, and I'm like, holy shit, the clouds look like they were sitting on top of the roof. They were all the way down. And I'm looking at these clouds, and I'm like, this is out of control. So we get in the car, right, and I start driving, and I'm driving down the street, and remember those old games that you used to play where you turn it on, and then, like, the thing, it was like on a wheel or something, and then you just move the wheel, so you move the car out of the way of things. But it wasn't like a digital game. It was like just one of those old school games. Yeah. That's what the road
where the track
looked like.
Comes at.
Yes, it comes like, oh, it's almost like you're always going over a hill.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what the road looked like. I remember that much, and then I don't remember anything after that. Getting in the car and just going down the one block and seeing the road look like that, and then I woke up in bed, and my ex at the time was choking me. Dead serious. She was fucking choking me. I was completely peed. I had peed all over myself, and she was. I woke up. I was like, she's fucking choking me, and she was mad that I peed on her, right? Because I had the whole fucking bed peed. We were in bed. I was in pajamas and shit. Like I don't remember a thing after leaving the house. Could have fucking killed everybody.
Yeah.
It's so scary. I hate that. That's why I don't drink a lot.
Done some, like, driven home and gone, like, I hope I didn't drive. And I look outside and my car is just crooked as fuck in the driveway. Like, I definitely drove that. Fuck. Which I barely drink now. I'll have, like, literally, like, 3 drinks maximum.
I don't like the way it makes me feel the next day.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now I'm to a point where I start getting a headache while I'm drinking. It's like, just I'm a couple drinks in, and it's just like, oh, my head hurts. I just get a hangover before I get drunk.
That's good, though, because you stay away from that freaking... I don't know how people drink heavy. Like, I used to drink like that. Around that time, I used to drink a 6-pack and a 22 of Heineken every day.
At one point, I would drink, if I opened a bottle of whiskey, I would drink like half of it in a night.
And that's fucking hard.
And not even be like, get drunk, but not be fucking throwing up the next day. If I did 5 shots now, I'd be fucking sick the next day for sure.
I don't know how people do it. I don't know. I'm like I'm in such a weird place where I'm so... like protective of my time and like my attention and what I want to do.
Yeah, because you realize that, I mean, this is the point that I've kind of come to as well. Like, since not writing freestyle, I've been searching stuff. And while I love comedy, I'm taking the time to focus on trying to build the podcast and stuff, and try to build up a online awareness, which then will help me sell the Harley jump, and then it'll be easier to sell comedy as well, or get booked on stuff if you have a following, obviously. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, I need to just focus on one thing long enough to really get it going, and then hopefully I can generate money and pay people to edit stuff, and then I don't sit there all day long and just fucking trying to
Dude, that's what kills me. Is you have to, like, if you're doing comedy night, you have to have all the jobs.
Yeah.
Like, not only do I have to be a comedian and write jokes, I also have to be a producer so I can book myself on my own show.
You have to be a marketing specialist to get people in. It's like,
yeah, you got to be a social media marketer. You got to be an editor. You got to take your own pictures. You got to be a photographer. It's like,
oh yeah, and I have that one. We're doing the Two Wheels to Freedom Fest, April 19th and 20th, which is going to be a Harley bike rally, along with we're going to do some pit bike races, freestyle motocross amateur contest. I'm going to jump the Harley. We're going to have dirt drags, so we can have like a street bike class and like different CCs, and dirt bikes different CCs. And then we were thinking maybe we'll have like the two best face off at the end if they want to do it, dirt versus street. See if they're, I don't know how close they're going to be, maybe. Yeah, I'll jump the Harley, go through firewall.
Nice. So, where are you going to do that?
Winsboro, South Carolina, at Cedar Grove MX Park. So there's 25 acres. There's a pond in the back. That's going to be the camping area, 21 and up. We're going to have a bar back there. And then the front will be we were thinking of also having like a little race with the street bikes and the pit bikes where they go like around a little leg of the track. So like a mellow section, but like on street bikes, people will be like riding real slow through shit. It'll be weird.
Yeah.
So have some events like that. They have biker games and shit at rallies as well, so we'll do that stuff.
That sounds like fucking like an awesome time. Get some food trucks.
Yeah, exactly. Some vendors and stuff. But that's where I'm like, that's in April, which is not that far away, and I gotta try to stay on that as well. So I'm just like, content and that.
You gotta get merch.
Yeah. Well, we talked about swag bags. I told him the same thing. I'm like, we'll just get a bunch of, hopefully we can get free shit from some people to give out. But
stickers.
I was like, let's just print our, like whatever logo or shirts on the papers and then press them on different sizes, so that way we don't buy a bunch of shirts and then you end up like I've had it where like some towns I'll sell a bunch of extra larges, and then the next town you only sell kids shirts and it's all like child medium or something, so
so you gotta account for all the variables,
which obviously is real. I probably wouldn't target at that thing for like little kids.
Maybe some teeny boppers.
Yeah, but then you can still do one size.
Yeah,
it's going to be a little bit smaller on the bigger shirts. I'm sure nobody cares about this.
I'm interested.
Go to twowheelstofreedom.com. I do have a link to tickets. I'm going to be putting the schedule together of events and putting that up soon as well. So. I'm going to have a area set up to do some live podcasts, so that way at least people can come in, especially with having the freestyle motocross guys there, which is basically what the Two Wheels to Freedom show is about anyway. So and then after the contest, maybe we could have everybody come in and do a podcast about it and interview some people. Exactly. So, and I'm trying to see if there's any other like podcast, like street bike podcast guys down in the area that would like to come up and do a live one.
Yeah, that would be dope. Get them some exposure too.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, that way they're fans of people, they have fans that are at the rally, they can actually come in and watch them record, which is kind of cool.
That's true too. If they have a big following, get them up in there.
Yeah, like a live audience.
South Carolina's big for the bike scene.
Yeah, they have Myrtle Beach Bike Week.
They're doing that and fucking fighting dogs down there. That's what they do.
Dog fighting. No, that was Georgia. Vic was from Georgia.
No, they have them in, I'm sorry, it's North Carolina. North Carolina, they have a lot of dog fighting. That's just the culture in the South. That's what they do down there.
It's funny that Michael Vick got so, like, they were just like...
Because he knew something.
He was...
To fucking take a black man down.
He was blackballed faster than fucking, what's his name, Kaepernick.
Yeah. For sure.
Because everybody was just like,
they got so mad at him because they found out he was killing the dogs. That's what set people off the edge. Nothing. One thing, he was just fucking fighting the dogs. They were finding out that if the dog loses, then you got to kill it.
They're like, he's not just maiming them. When they're maimed, he kills them. He doesn't just let them suffer in a cage maimed.
Yeah. Yeah. He fucking drowned them. That's kind of rough.
That's fucking rough, dude.
That's something like, you psychopath.
They were like, here. But like with Aaron Hernandez, they were like, at least he's not gay.
Yeah, at least he's not gay. Meanwhile, he was like,
could be.
My plan worked.
I distracted everyone from how gay I am.
Yeah. People think I'm crazy. I think that's why he's
gay
killing
dudes
people.
Don't kill fucking people
I think
or
that's
dogs.
why he was killing people. I think people, you ever you meet the guys when you go out and they, not that you meet them, but you see guys when you go out that like if you look at them, they think like, what are you looking at? Like, what are you staring at? I think those are closet homosexuals.
Maybe.
I think they're like doing that so that you don't think they're gay.
I think it's just so that you don't think. So you think they're tough and you don't want to fight them. My experience is the people running their mouth the most don't want to get into a fight. Like when I was in school, the guys are all, we're going this fight. I whooped all these people's ass. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Then we were at the mall, right? And all of his like good friends got into a fight, and they said he sat on the curb with his head in his hands and like just shook his head and wouldn't get up to help anybody.
Wouldn't fucking help nobody. That fucking sucks.
And he was popping off the most every time I heard anything.
Yeah.
And after that, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I feel like all the people running their mouth are afraid to get hit in the face.
I'm going to end up getting into a fight soon. I got to relax with my road rage. Ever since my car accident, my road rage.
No, you don't need to settle down. You need a gun.
Yeah, that's true. They have those cool fucking...
yeah, exactly.
Right underneath the steering wheel, you can just pull the fucking piece out. I don't need a piece. I shouldn't even have change in my car. That's how much of a dick I'm in. I threw a quarter at 2 people on the way here.
The same one? You got it back?
No, I have a whole thing of change. So I threw one.
Why wouldn't you have gone dime or something?
Because I was trying to reach fast. So whatever came out. One of them was a quarter. The other one I think was a penny or a nickel.
Are you doing steroids?
No. I'm not.
You just so much testosterone from the state.
I think I'm traumatized from the accident, and now when I see stupid drivers, I get angry. Like if somebody's tailgating me, or if it doesn't even have anything to do with me, and I just see somebody else cut somebody else off, like I'm fucking angry. I'm like, why are you driving like that? You know, the person that was driving like that fucking smashed into me.
Yeah. And
fucking put my whole life on pause. So I think I have like some sort of PTSD trauma where I'm getting overly angry. Well, I was driving here, and I come east. So when you're I'm on all freeway, and this guy is just on my ass.
This is west for you.
Yeah, this is west for me. So I'm coming. Oh yeah, you're right. I come west. So I'm driving, and this one car is on my ass. There's nowhere to go. There's cars in front of me. The car in front of me stops short so that they can get off and get onto the other lane. So I stopped short. The car behind me was like had to stop so short that it like swerved.
Yeah.
And I saw that, and I'm like, you're putting me in danger. I got so angry. So if he followed me all the way, then we merged onto the next freeway onto 287. And when we get on 287, I have to get off at Route 10. So I get off. I make that first move off. I already have my window down. And I make the first move. And as soon as I complete the lane, this guy wants to go. I get a freaking quarter. I grabbed, this one I grabbed, I think, like a nickel or a penny. I grabbed it, and I had it in my left hand. And I'm driving, and I see him pull next to me, and I look at him, and I'm like, little fucking bitch. So I take the fucking thing with my left hand, and I throw it. No. And I throw it, but I can't throw it with my right because my shoulder's fucked up from the accident. So I fucking throw it, and I was like, oh man, I missed. And I hear blink. I hear the car, and immediately he put his signal like if he was gonna get off, but I cut across all the lanes and I made it perfectly to my exit. Like I safely went 1 lane, 2 lane, 3 lane, and the exit was right there. And he just kept going.
You're so proud of your road rage.
I don't like it. Then on that same, I get off on, now I'm off on that exit. I'm on Route 10 and I'm driving and I'm going straight. I'm in the right lane, minding my own business, behind another car, safe distance. And then there's the 2 right lanes are exit only lanes, right? So right when the line becomes solid, here comes this car and comes like right in front of me, like completely touches my bumper into the one spot that I was, the one space I was giving. So I just put my high beams on. Blink, I flick the high beams on. Then the passengers got their finger up like this. So we're driving the whole way, and I just leave my high beams on. And this guy's like, passenger seat giving me the finger and stuff. So as I'm getting off, then here comes my exit, and he's in front of me, window down again. Now this time I have a quarter. And I put my hand out like this, and they open their window, and they think I'm giving them the finger like this. But then I just get off my exit, and I'm like, phoom, another quarter, blink, right off the back of the windshield, and I kept going. And then I get off like this, and I'm like, damn. And then I was like, oh, shit, because there's a Wendy's right there. So if they got off at the Wendy's when I went around the thing,
I know exactly where you're
exactly. They would have saw me, right? So I check like this in my car, because on the side of my car I keep a
gun.
No, not a gun. It's a Smith & Wesson, but it's a collapsible baton. Take it up and I have that in my car. So I have to stop. This is not good behavior. This is not conducive of somebody with a healthy
libido.
Yeah, exactly. Libido.
I just like these ad-lib words.
I used to love those ad-lib books in high school. Or in grade school, you fill them up with the worst possible
words.
Dude,
here's the problem. I was so bad at English that they're like, we need a noun. And I'm like, what the fuck is... like, we need a blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right, please tell me in layman's terms. They're like, action word. I'm like, why didn't you say that?
Nobody will ever be worse than English than my cousin. My cousin grew up in the Bronx, and he came to live with me, and they put him in ESL.
He's not. He spoke English his whole life.
He doesn't even speak Spanish, bro. He doesn't even speak Spanish.
No, that's what would happen if somebody moved from Louisiana up here. They'd be like ESL.
That motherfucker just spoke English, and they had him in class with the one Chinese exchange student and the 2 Spanish kids, and then the kid in the wheelchair.
Dude, I should have probably tried to get in that class.
I used to call him fucking...
I don't think we had it yet.
Oh,
is he your age?
Mr. Melted. Yeah, he's my age.
Maybe down here they had...
He looked like he was melted, and he was in a wheelchair, and his whole face was fucking drooped like this.
But when you talked to him, he was probably...
Oh, that kid was sharp. Yeah. He was like Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
He was sharp.
Yeah.
He slurred all his words, and there was no other... They couldn't put him in the class with everybody else because he had his own aide. Like, he had his own aide that followed him around all the time. But,
he's got an entourage.
Yeah, I used to call him Melted Man or some shit like that. I forgot. That's what he looked like. He just looked like his whole shit was melting.
They need to have a video or a movie of like following Stephen Hawking around, and he's got a big entourage, and it could be called Retardtourage.
Retardtourage.
It's just a bunch of people watching for that.
Yeah.
They're like, get me water.
Could you imagine getting told off by him in his fucking robot voice? I told you I wanted 1 sugar. Why did you bring me 2? This is too sweet.
And then his wheelchair has like some kind of fucking like Men in Black thing that shuts you off.
Oh shit! Or just like fucking stun grenade. You get fucking loud with it, fucking big flashing light goes off, and you're sitting there blind like this, and all you hear is it's fucking driving away. You're like, what is that? Like what are those things called? Like concussion grenades?
Yeah, concussion.
Concussion grenades, but they're also called something else. Stun grenades. You pop them in and go, fucking bright light.
Yeah.
And they fuck all your senses up. That's what he drops out of his back of his wheelchair.
What if he drops it, right? And you're like, it goes, boof. Like, this would be a good skit. It goes, boom, and you're like, and then his chair is so slow that by the time you come out of it, he's still
his battery died. He's just sitting there.
It's like dying, so it's still going, but he's just like.
Well, you know what would be a funny skit? Like if you, they're doing all this. I forgot what it's called, IEU or something, where you like have to accept everybody. DEI is what it's called, I think.
Oh, where they're
how many minorities and shit you hold? Yeah. So now DEI is in the CIA, right? So now they have to hire like retarded CIA agents. Right. And they got one CIA agent with a wheelchair, and he's got cool gadgets like oil slicks that come out of the back and stuff, and a little helicopter that pops up and takes him away.
Dude, that's a good one. We need to write that down.
Right?
Yeah, on my phone.
The DEI and the CIA.
Yeah, that's what's happening with airplanes apparently.
Yes, air traffic controllers. I listened to this
and
video.
Mechanics.
Hold up.
You see the amount of planes that are falling apart?
I listened to this video with a pilot arguing with the air traffic controller about something. He's like, well, I've been flying for 25 years. I've never heard of this. And she's like, yeah. And she's like explaining to him what this maneuver means. Right? And she's like, well, no, that maneuver's always been you tunnel, like you pull back on the throttle and you round, 330 degrees. He's like, that's how it's always been. She's like, no, this is this way. And he's like, well, I've never seen it done that way. She's like, well, I actually just looked it up on Google. People in the comments are like, Princess, look at shit. If you have to look up shit on Google.
It's like, that's like urgent care. Yeah. It was just brick and mortar fucking WebMD. I got bit by a tick up here, and I was living in Georgia, and they don't really have like Lyme's disease down there that much. So I get bit by a tick. I got a big bump, bullseye around it. Go in, and I'm like, I pretty sure I have Lyme disease. Like I got bit by a tick. I pulled the tick out. I know it was a tick. Blah blah blah. How did you get this? And I was like, what are you talking about? I told you. I went to New Jersey. I got bit by a tick. He literally rolls a fucking computer in on like a little wheeled dolly, right? And then like, I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, this is, and I'm like, I literally did that an hour ago. Exactly what you're doing. I already did it. Like,
I did this already. That's why I called you.
Yeah, why am I here? I couldn't figure it out. If I could have prescribed myself whatever the fuck it was, dude, there would have been no need for me to go there. Because I was like, I already did exactly what you're doing. You're probably Googling what antibiotic you need to give me. And this is where we're at.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever that WebMD says it to do.
If I could have ordered drugs online after my WebMD experience, I would have not needed to go over there. And how about this? This will really break it down to you. I went in there. I had to pay $50, and I paid this in Georgia, and I paid. She said something. I go, I'm just gonna pay it. She goes, really? And I was like, yeah. And then I pulled out a $50, and I think she came. like she was like,
no insurance.
Oh, well, just the fact that I had $50 cash on me blew her away.
That's the fucking type of place I need to live in. Kidding me? $50 goes a long way.
Dude, she was like, you just got that on you? And I was like, well, I was figuring it was going to cost something here.
Have you done any telemedicine calls?
No.
I got this app I downloaded. My daughter was sick, and I didn't want to take her to the doctor, so I looked online because I saw it on my insurance that they offer like telemedicine.
Yeah.
Right? So I found this app, and you just log in with your account, upload your insurance card and shit, and then they'll have a doctor do a FaceTime with you.
Yeah.
And it was so quick. I explained to him everything, and he was like, all right, what pharmacy do you want me to say? And he just wrote like a prescription of cough medicine and shit for my daughter. And it was like, I was like, oh, man. And then I had something for me that was, oh, man, I forgot what the hell it was. Maybe I just sick. I haven't been sick in a while. I forgot what it was that I had a problem with, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll do this and this, and then if it comes back,
you got your ivermectin."
Yeah, like ivermectin online. It was just Joe Rogan on the app.
Dude,
Joe
that's what happens.
medicine.
You're like, call this place, your web doctor, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, in Bangladesh, the next room over, they're stealing your insurance and fucking credit card information.
They're just keeping you on the line. Just keeping you on the line for it. I think we talked about that last time.
Dude, I haven't talked about that in a while. The scammer payback.
Yes.
Bro, that's so good. I was like deep into that for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's
I couldn't get at it. I was like, oh, they just keep fucking with all these guys.
There's something about...
It's satisfying.
Yes. Because it's almost like a justice feeling. Same thing with, you know what else is really satisfying? Instant karma videos.
Yeah.
Like road rage instant karma videos.
How about when the people leave a backpack with a rope tied to it, and then they go, hey, that's my backpack, and they start running? And
yes! That is fucking great.
Or bicycles, they got bicycle ones too.
Fucking flip off the bike.
There's another bicycle one where they have... This one's kind of gnarly. They have this steel thing that pokes up through the seat when they pedal it. Mm-hmm. So people hop on the bike and go to pedal it, and it's right in the ass. Yeah. Like, it's like this bike. Long, dude. Yeah. It's like a couple
Those are engineers. Long. Those are engineers that are making these things.
What about think about somebody gets anally probed by this fucking bicycle.
By the bicycle? Bro. There's also a guy that does... the packages. He rigs the packages that people try to steal. Yeah. And people are trying to open it, and also it has like a countdown and shit. And everybody gets fucking nervous. And he tried to figure out so many ways. Like he kept building it, so each model box got more. Like they just added more punishment. One of the versions had it just starts spraying like a
pepper spray or something?
No, like a bad odor, like a fart spray or something like that. And it would just start spraying it all over. And people look at the box and they're like, what the hell's wrong? What's that?
And it had a camera in it?
It's an Amazon box, yeah. And then it would open and it has a camera and you can see it and shit that it had a camera. He set it up with like 3 phones. You have to make it so that if they tried slamming it and shit. So because he wanted to be able to get the device back each time. So he had to always set it up to get that. I forgot how he was getting it. But he was setting it because he had phones in it. So he had to set it up to get the device back. Oh my God.
Like just drop it in the mail.
Bro.
I saw one. What the hell was I going to say? I saw a video recently that was good. It was like a prank or something. What was the one you were just talking about?
No,
the package.
The package.
I can't remember what it was.
The package one was fucking good. And the other one was that you were talking about was
the bicycles. Have you seen cars too?
No, I haven't seen the car ones. They get them with cars too.
Yeah, they'll lock them in there or whatever. They'll disable it as they go down the road. They'll shut it off and they're locked in. And they're like, fuck. They're just trying to get out of it.
Exactly. Yes, I saw that. Yep. Yeah, people think of the craziest shit. There's those people, and then there's there's this other guy I follow. It's like always doing nice shit for people. He goes up to people like, hey, can you buy this Kobe Bryant jersey? Want to buy this Kobe Bryant jersey for me? And the people are like, nah. Or you want to buy this Kobe Bryant jersey? And or he'll like try to sell something. Can you give me $1? He'll go into a place and be like, can you give me $1? I need $1 for the bus. I mean, I really need your help. And whoever helps him, then he fucking blesses them. He's like, nah, I really don't need your $1. Actually, I have $1,000 for you. Can I give you this $1,000? And people are like, what? And he's like, yeah, I wanted to bless the first person that offered to help me out.
Yeah.
And he's like, here's this $1,000. Also, you like football? You want to go to the Super Bowl with me? Like he's done that to so many people. There's this one video where he rolls up on this guy at a supermarket, like a Walmart parking lot, and the guy's in his van, and he's like on the outside of the van doing stuff, and then he has this kid in the van. And the guy comes up to him and he's like, hey, do you have, he was selling socks, like just regular packs of socks. And he was like, hey, man, I'll buy a couple socks for you. He's like, all right. And he gives him 2 packs. And he's like, oh, man, I don't have any money. He's like, I wanted to get my daughter these socks. And he's like, all right, man, don't worry about it. Take it. And he's like, what? Really? No money? And he was like, no, man, take it, give it to your daughter. She's going to be really happy. And he's like, oh, man, that's so nice. And he's like, you know what? I got to, just because he fucking gives him like a fucking $1,000. And then he took the key, to a basketball game. But then he started a GoFundMe for him. And he's like, tells everybody, all of his followers, he's like, let's change this guy's life. You know, and that guy ended up raising like $150,000 for that guy. And now that guy, he's like, man, I've never had my own place. He's like, my son's never had his own room. He's like, you've really changed our life. Like, man, I was like, oh, this guy gets fucking choked up and shit.
We're not in bad enough position there.
No, for sure.
Get help.
For sure. I know. It's like, I always think about that. Like,
I always say that about being fat. I didn't get fat enough before I got in shape because
nobody cares.
Nobody cares. If I lost at least 100 pounds, they would have been fucking.
Yeah, you gotta do fat to fit to fat.
Yeah.
No, wait. Fit to fat to fit. That guy, there's a guy, he's a personal trainer, and he blew up on social media like 10 years ago because he was a ripped trainer, and then he made this video saying, I'm gonna get fat. Because a lot of the times when I talk to my clients, I don't know like what they're going through because I've never been fat in my life before. He's like, so then he just ate. He took like a year off of the gym and just ate and got so fat, so disgusting. And then he had to fucking lose it all again. Yeah. And then he was talking about how hard it is and that he understood, not, like how the carbs and sugar make you crave them and shit. And he was like, I didn't know. And he's like, he fucked up on his diet in the beginning too. Like when he first started, he was like so miserable. He's like, oh my God. So it gave him like this whole other perspective on what fat people have to go through to be fit. And he was like, I have no desire to go to the gym. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. It was me for 10 fucking years.
Yeah.
I think it was mostly depression though.
I would say, don't you think it was kind of the other way around? Not going to the gym caused you to kind of be...
I think it exasperated, but I think me not feeling good about myself was what made me not go. Because then I wanted to hide.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I came up with this realization this year after my New Year's mushroom trip. Was that, like, this year I don't want to hide. I spent all of last year hiding. And all of years before that hiding. And what I mean is, like, I'm not doing as much. I hide behind television, so I'd watch TV a lot. I hide behind video games. Mm-hmm. I hide behind a whole bunch of shit, and I wouldn't face life. I wouldn't go out and like do things. I'd stay home mostly instead of going to shows and going to, doing podcasts and stuff. Like right now, we made this plan last week. Like I'd be figuring out a way to get out of it. You know what I mean? Like, something came up, or just fucking whatever. I'm not gonna come out today. I'm not gonna make it to the podcast.
Yeah.
Just because I'm hiding, and I was like, damn, that's so depressing.
Yeah.
Especially
since people like you. It's different if people don't like you like me. That's like...
It's weird because I talk to people about it and they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, I have no idea how antisocial I am. And I'm like, I never would have expected that of you.
Yeah, because, I mean, that's people that I like and get along with don't get when I say that. Because they're like, what? Yeah. And I'm like...
Talk all the time.
They don't get the same person that you do because we get along and, we like have similar interests and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not obviously comedy, but there's a lot of other comedians shit downstairs right now that I don't talk to. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we just get along on that type of level. Which, like I said, people that get along with me like that don't get that I don't get along with everybody like that.
You always tell me, I don't think people like me. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Every time I see you, people like you. I'm like, always feel like I've never heard anybody say a bad thing about you.
People just forget me.
Except the bartenders here.
Yeah. People forget. I said in high school, I go, if there was an award for, like, coolest person that you never called to hang out, I would not win the award because everybody would forget to vote for me.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I know that feeling. It's like I was always a part of every clique and not a part of any clique.
Exactly. Me too. I used to go to basically everything by myself because they were like, don't bring your other group of friends. You can come, but so-and-so can't come. So then it was like, yeah, my other friends that I liked that they didn't like, so but they were cool with me, so then I would just go by myself. But I just feel like because of that, I was never super deep in any clique. You know what I mean? Like where basically even in probably maybe right out of high school when I stopped calling people, you know, to be like, hey, what are you guys doing? You know, and going down to their house, then everybody stopped calling me as well, and then that's what it was. Then I moved away, so then it was whatever, and traveled a lot, but, you know.
Yeah, I feel like I used to get so annoyed that people wouldn't call me, like invite me to do things, and then one day I was like, as it happened, I realized like somebody was inviting me somewhere, and I made an excuse not to go.
Yeah, and you're like, "This is why nobody invites me anywhere."
Yeah, and then I hung up, and I was like, "Oh, wait, people do invite me to stuff. I just never go."
Yeah,
and then like they get tired of asking.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Damn, that is fucking."
Yeah.
I guess it is my fault, but I've always been like that. I've always just like I would hang out in my room, and my mom always made it so that my room was the coolest place to be. Like, I had a computer when I was 14, maybe 15. I want me a Hewlett Packard, and then I got AOL. It was a wrap.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
I spent most of my time outside riding dirt bikes or bicycles and building jumps, and I was in the woods. We didn't even have internet until. How old are you?
41.
Oh, okay. So I'm 3 years older than you. I don't feel like it's that big of a gap. But we didn't have computers until I was much older than that.
Yeah. I was right on that, like that generation where we grew up enough time without computers to know how it was.
Yeah.
But then computers, then I was in the beginning computer part, so that like now I know more than my mom about computers, you know?
I remember playing. Do you remember the computers at school where they were just like green
floppy disks?
Yeah,
Oregon
exactly.
Trail.
And you had that, and
Oregon
Trail, and you had that turtle thing.
Yeah. I used to go to the library just to play either Oregon Trail or Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego.
Dude, Oregon. I was a little old for Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. I was like just kind of. It was around, but I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that was when they remade Oregon Trail in color.
See, I still played it in green.
Yeah, the green was the best. But the only thing I liked about the colors, the hunting was a lot funner.
Did you hunt on the other one?
Uh-huh. Yeah, but it was different. I think it did it for you.
Yeah. Yeah, you just went, I'm hunting, and then it was like, you missed.
Yeah.
Sorry, you don't eat this week. You missed. You're like, you didn't even give me a chance, you fucking son of a bitch.
Hunt, and it's like, sorry, you missed. That's exactly how it was.
Yeah.
You missed, and now you have dysentery.
Yeah, exactly. You're like,
the whole family is dead.
Yeah. Hey, what do you want to do? Do you want to try to cross this rock field? Fuck yeah, I do. Your aunt died. She fell out of the whack.
Your aunt died. Hit her head on a rock. Everyone blames you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you're depressed. Move 3 spaces back.
Right. Now you're traveling slower because you're all depressed because Nana's dead.
Because Nana's dead and you killed her. You killed her with your
uncle's mad at you because you killed Nana.
Yeah, or like the shortcuts, they're like, we can go this way and save 2 times,
but
then fucking
never work.
Timmy gets bit by a snake.
Yeah, they're like, you are stuck in the past. You have to eat somebody. Who's the first one you're eating? What if that was an Oregon Trail? They're like, God. It's snowing really bad. You guys are stuck here for several months.
Yeah, who are you eating first?
Food is run out.
And then you have to counter with a question, who's the biggest?
You're like, who's the oldest?
Sorry, Uncle Paul.
So-and-so has plantar fasciitis. We should eat him. He's always complaining about his fucking bunions while we're hiking. Kill that guy.
Oh my god. That was the best game.
All right, we're at 1 hour and 9 minutes.
Oh yeah.
We look like cousins. I'm the white
With
one.
the gray?
I'm the white cousin.
Yeah.
You're the ethnic part of the
my
family.
Cousin with dyslexia. I was English as a second language.
you're the ethnic part of my family.
I used to go by the classroom door and scream, oh my god. Fucking Jim Florentine's line all the time from Crank Yankers. Because I had two of my best friends were in the special class. Like, they were just in the small class that was only...
Me too.
Yeah.
No, I was the next one above that.
And I used to always go by them because I was like in college prep classes and shit. And I walked by and like, and they'd be like, shut up. And the teacher would be like, Victor, that's not nice. Fucking kid in the fucking
now,
like,
dude.
Hey!
Now, dude, think about it if you did that.
Oh, I'd be fucking kicked out of school.
Kicked out of school.
It's
They'd
so
write an
ridiculous.
article about you. It'd be in the newspaper about how you're retardist. You're a retardist.
Retardist. He's a retardist. You're not even allowed to say medical terms anymore.
Exactly, dude. So like timing on a motorcycle or a car, you could advance it, or you can retard it.
I've heard that.
It just means make it slower. Yeah,
it's a little slower. What's the matter? You've made it bad.
Exactly. That's I have that joke where I'm like, go on about how when I was young there was no spectrum and you're either retarded or you weren't, and I'm like, and everybody says, oh, you can't say that word, it's offensive, but you'd be fine if you stopped telling us what it meant. If I didn't know to be offended about it.
Exactly. You know who doesn't know what that word means?
Retard.
Retards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're fine.
Unless you're there like, did you hear what he said? You are offended. Yeah. And they're like,
yeah, how could you not be offended? I watched a video of like a debate between black conservatives and white liberals. And
the white liberals' heads just explode because they're like, you hate yourself.
Make no sense.
You hate yourself.
Yeah, they just make no sense. They sound so racist because they're basically saying like black people won't be able to get along without them. Like, you need our help. Yeah. You guys are so bad.
Yeah, they want to help so bad. They're actually.
Yeah, like the shit that they say, and it's like, wait, what did you say? I forgot what he said. But it was like such an underhanded like comment, and the fucking guy was like, "Wait, what?"
What about Osborne, the daughter?
Oh,
where she was on The View, and she was like, "If you don't let Mexican or Spanish or Mexicans into this country, who's gonna clean your bathrooms and do your lawn?" And she was like, "No, that's not racist." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, no. That's racist.
How is that not racist?
That is worse than anything Trump said about anyone.
Or Biden.
Biden said the same thing too. He was always saying he was talking about Barack Obama.
Well,
and he was like, he can actually talk.
Not even that. Before that, he says, I was just thinking about this today. That one where he goes, I don't want my kids going to school in a racial jungle. Right? And then...
And he said some shit about white kids, poor white kids.
Poor kids are just as smart as white kids.
Yeah.
Is what he said. But the... what was the one before that I was saying?
Oh, that was the...
that his kids he didn't want his kids to go to school in a racial jungle.
Yeah.
Now, there's two things hilarious about that. One is that it got fact-checked, and it said, no, if the integration was done, like messily or whatever, it wouldn't be good. Like our immigration? like that kind of messy?
No, that's just fucking...
One. Two... it's hilarious that if you think about it, the kid he was talking about is fucking Hunter.
That's insane. He used to take showers with his daughter.
Dude, he probably took showers with Hunter as well.
That is out of this world. But that immigration shit is hilarious. Did you see the video of the guy that was like, yeah, you people don't even know who I am? You're gonna find out real soon because you people are so stupid. You're gonna find out who I am. But this fucking video is terrifying. And then they find out who he is, and he's a
Al Qaeda.
Yeah, he's a fucking terrorist. This fucking guy. You are smart enough to know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. And soon you're gonna know who I am. Chairman of the Azerbaijan Islamic Party. He was already convicted, and he did 12 years in prison for fucking like being a traitor and sedition and trafficking arms and shit. And he just walked across the fucking border and got interviewed immediately. He's on TikTok.
Yeah, he's just like, how about that? Just being like, you guys are so dumb. I'm gonna like on a video.
Yep. Then got more followers than us.
Exposed
immediately.
I mean, but still, nothing's happened. So who cares if he's exposed, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll see now.
Well, no. I mean, nothing's happened to him.
Yeah.
He hasn't gotten deported or anything like that. Is what I mean.
They probably gave him $2,000 and a bus pass.
Yeah, and a room in New York City.
Yep.
They were like, enjoy.
I need a place to plot. My schemes.
Don't worry. Here's a hotel room above a country music festival. You can have all the arms in here you want.
Yeah, come stay at this Las Vegas resort. Fucking eyes on fire.
All right, we'll get out of here so you can take care of your eye. All right, so we told everybody tiffscomedy.com.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see his big AI generated mug.
Yep.
On there.
Or you can go to vicisfunny.com if you only want to see my shows.
There you go. If you just want to see the shows
want to see anybody else's
Vic
show,
is at.
you can go to vicisfunny.com.
Vic is IS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Vic is funny. That's mine. vicisfunny.com.
But your Instagram
is what is it?
Okay, that's why I was asking.
But all my links, all my social, all my podcast, all my live dates. I got a calendar on my website with all my live dates.
I have one that never gets filled in.
Yeah, I don't update it that often. But I had a bunch of shows. I was like, you know what? Let me put them on there.
That's good.
So they're all listed. I want to fill that calendar up. That's my goal this year, is to have like 1 month where I have like 5 bookings on each week. That'd be pretty sick.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get 1 to 2 Harley jumps a month.
That's it. Pay the bills.
Pay the bills. 2 would be nice. 2 Harley jumps a month. Pay my bills. Build up the YouTube channel and the Rumble, and maybe the Facebook, and yeah, that's it. So go to ClintEsposito.com. And if you just want the dirt bike stuff, motorcycle stuff, go to twowheelstofreedom.com. But that's it. All right, the Clint Esposito Show. See, the shows about dirt bikes are 2 Wheels to Freedom, and then just my random interviews with people that are not necessarily motorcycle related.
Yes,
is the
I've
Clint
never
Esposito
ridden a motorcycle
Show.
in my life.
There you go. That's why this is the Clint Esposito Show. We got some comedians in here. We're going to get some more. I'm going to get some more comedians in. Keep this one rolling as well. And that's it. We're just jabbering now.
Jibby jabs.
Jib. All right. We're out of here because I got to get up to shut it off. It's just me standing here.
You will reach. I missed.